Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the Primal Ramuh.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramuh's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained. Until such time as we know, it would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
We investigate the Sylphland and gather intel that Frixio, considered the elder leader of Little Solace, was last seen headed for a dark and dreary dungeon. What better way to elicit cooperation and forge a good relationship with the Sylph than to bring Elder One back to Little Solace without so much as a bent leaf? Upon reaching the deepest depths of Toto-Rak, we glean a familiar yet mysterious cloaked figure.
Darkness.
Elko Hidra Bublo Hans. Seastabon Rajiadorn. Thagon Well Rogue. Tosan Opaiki. Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest crude tongue. We meet at last. I am Lahabrea of the Ascians, servant to the one true God. Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing. It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
The Dark Minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo. Yes, yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
Here, feel the presence of evil.
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
After slaying the poisonous many-legged creature, Elder One is freed from the suffocating, decaying enclosure. Elder One is very grateful to Walking One and agrees to provide answers about Ramuh. The Echo makes certain details known to us. Garlean foot soldiers, led by Nero, have been scouting the 12 Woods for the icon Ramuh. They have also been capturing Sylph and were overzealous in their efforts to compel them to summon their Lord Ramuh. We are joined by Papalymo and Ida at Little Solace. Frixio tells the tale of Imperial Ones and fleeing into Toto-Rak, where Sinister One, robed in black, was. Elder One ensures that the Sith only resorted to summoning Lord Ramuh to protect the woods from Imperial Ones. Those who took part in summoning became Touched Ones, but Walking Ones of Gridania need not fear Touched Ones or Lord Ramuh. Unlike other Imperial Ones, Ramuh is not callous and cruel. So long as Walking Ones do not trespass on ancestral homeland, where Touched Ones reside, Walking Ones will not suffer the thunderous judgment. Frixio writes a letter to Horned One, Kan-e-Senna, wishing cooperation and peace with Gridania. With that, for now, we believe we can lay the matter to rest. Before we can leave, Frixio says, when these ones summoned Lord Ramuh, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon Walking One as a symbol of these ones' trust. Frixio is pleased with the brilliant light from within our character as we envelop the crystal, and knows we are special and the crystal will be of great use to us someday. Upon arriving at the Walking Sands, Alphanode walks past us. Alphanode was just discussing his sister Alisaie with Minfilia. Alisaie has chosen to walk her own path, he says, but you may be assured that our destinations remain the same. Alphanode hands her the Baldessian report. Minfilia asks if we can proceed as discussed. Alphanode simply replies, you scarce need my permission to act, as he heads towards the door. The Scions conclude the beast tribes and their primals are unpredictable, but for the time being relatively calm. Minfilia laments one missing Scion of the 7th Dawn member. The engineers to the side whisper with a sigh. Where in the world are you, Chief? Minfilia is taken aback when we recount meeting La Habrea. Ascians usually took great pains to remain hidden, she ponders. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Taking advantage of the lull in primal hostilities, we turn our attention towards La Habrea and the Ascians. The investigation first leads to Eastern Thanalan, where a masked stranger lurks. He tells the Alamegans of summoning by using crystals. He convinces the rebellious youth that summoning Rhaegar will solve all their ills. We of course thwart the attempt and report back to Minfilia. We next hear talk of a masked man garbed head to toe in black, with a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeballs and jagged teeth. Corpses of women who died gruesome deaths were being found in the same area. All the victims' faces were torn to shreds, and all the victims were attractive women. The former manservant of Lady Amandine speaks with our character. He tells how the calamity disfigured her once beautiful face. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, the lady went into total seclusion. This continued for many moons until she began receiving odd guests. These men, robed in black, convinced her she could regain that which was lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough at the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually, there came a day the mistress of the house bound one of her handmaidens to the bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. The handmaiden did not survive the ordeal. Our character enters the manor in which Lady Amandine resides. After putting an end to these grotesque rituals, 2 Ascians appear. They say to us, "It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire 1 crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is that strength the light is drawn. Hydaelyn chose well. A pity your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. Alas, we came here not to play, but to take measure of your strength for Master La Habrea. That task is now accomplished. We take our leave of you." Farewell, bringer of light.